Hello everybody! This week on my video blog number 2, I just want to tell you a little bit about Old Street Saloon up in Monroe, Ohio. If you have never been, I suggest you definitely make plans to go. It's located about halfway between Cincinnati and Dayton on Interstate 75. They're open on Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, Friday and Saturday. I believe on Wednesday nights they have free pool. Don't quote me on this because I'm not looking at the website or nothing, but I think Wednesday nights they have free pool, and on Thursdays they do karaoke, and then on Friday nights and Saturday nights they do a show. The second Friday of every month I am there and I host Lauren's Friday Night Funhouse. So if you're ever in the area, the second Friday night of the month, be sure you come out and say hello to me. We'll have a shot of Jaeger or a shot of Patron or a shot of something if you want. Again, I'm not much of a drinker, so I might be drinking cranberry juice. But I'll have a shot with you, I promise. Old Street is also the home of the world famous Old Street Alley. And if you don't know what that is by now, then I'm going to need you to do some research. Because I think everyone in the country and the surrounding 6 countries knows what the Old Street Alley is. So again, go over here, find some of my old footage. I think there's one called the Old Street Alleys, or the Alley Cats, or the Alley Cat Reunion, or the Halloween videos. Pretty much anything that says Old Street, you can guarantee that there's going to be at least 5 minutes of footage in the alley. Because we like to go each and every time I'm there. The Old Street Alley, I can't tell you exactly what it is because you just have to go to make the full experience. It's kind of like Disney World and Disneyland. If you've never been and you see it on TV or on YouTube, it is just the most amazing thing. But until you have been there in person, baby, until you have been there in person, honey, and you have experienced it live and uncensored, because God knows, out of the 5 minutes of footage that I get to put on my YouTube, I've got about 65 minutes worth of footage, raw footage, Eve St. Michael, that can't be seen on YouTube. The drinks at Old Street, they're like 3 drinks to 1. It's crazy. They're actually in like plastic glasses that are like the old time milk jars, like the glass jars. They're huge. They're like 3 drinks in 1, and there's enough liquor in them. Ooh, there's my text for the day. This one's not from Mandy though. And there's so much liquor in them that, honey, just one just puts me under the bus. So, I try to stick with 1. As soon as I get there, I usually get 1. Because I really don't drink that much. So, 1 is really 3, so that gets me together by the time the show starts. And then Dale, one of the owners, loves him some Jaeger, honey. He lives for Jaeger. Well, my whole year's Miss Old Street, I got out of taking any shots of Jaeger. He did try, but I was just like, I can't do it. So I would get, I can't think of the name of it. It's a red, something red shot. It's fruity. And I would drink them with him while he drank the Jaeger because, again, if you know me, well, if you were at Old Street this New Year's Eve and saw me, that is what Jaeger does to me. Not good. I've still not posted those videos because that's how bad it was. Really. There are a few over, if you look over, I believe it's over here, to my other old videos, there's one or two on there from New Year's Eve that's not been edited. They're the actually just clip that I could actually just show. Anyway, I went my whole year as Miss Old Street with no Jaeger from Dale. Well, I think the first time I went back to Old Street after I stepped down, he started pumping that down me like I was getting silicone put in my hips, honey. Woo! Oh my, I mean, just saying it just about makes me sick. So, every time I go now, I have to have some Jaeger, and they have learned a trick for me. They mix it with something, and I'm not sure what it is. They mix it with something to where I can't taste the actual Jaeger in it. And I can drink it that way because the taste of it is not there. And I just pretend like it's Hershey's chocolate syrup, and I just swallow it. Woo-wee, honey. Whew. But they love them some drinks at Old Street, and they love to dance. There's an amazing little dance floor there. It's got lights that shoot up through it. Amazing time. I swear, if you've never been, you really should try to go. If you're ever in the area, ever close to Dayton, ever close to Cincinnati, it's only like a 20-25 minute drive from either place, right down 75, exit 29. Please come out and join them at Old Street. They would love to have you. Tell them I sent you. Tell them that you need a big girl drink and a shot of Jaeger to chase it with. Or vice versa, a Jaeger and a big girl drink to chase it with. That's what I usually have to do. Woo! Lord! Honey. But yeah. Come out and see us. Like I said, I'm there the second Friday of every month. I won't be there in February, though. I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Mid-American Goddess and Mid-American Goddess at Large prelim. So I'm going to have to miss it there. But I'll be back in March with Brooklyn Steel Toe Tate and Candy Fuentes from here in Lexington. And I believe Eve St. Michael's going to go with us, and my little drag daughter, Mandy Lamore. So it will be a fun, fabulous Friday night fun house at Old Street. So come out and join us sometime. This week I'm going to start a different segment. I'm going to kind of recap what's going on RuPaul's Drag Race. I know we're all watching it. Everyone's so excited that it started this week. There's some amazing contestants on there this year. I'm sure we all have our favorite contestants that's on there. I'm not going to say my favorites. Yes, I am. Who are we joking, Will? I actually have two after watching the first episode. Of course, India Farah is my main girl. I hope she takes it all. She's amazing, fabulous, wonderful person, inside, outside. If you don't know her, make sure you get to know her as she travels the country this year, because she is an amazing lady. She started drag, I believe, when she was 12. Young. She sews everything that she wears. She makes her own hair. She makes her own jewelry. She's one fierce bitch, and I love her. My second favorite Monday night was Mariah, I believe was her. Yeah, Mariah from Atlanta. Lived for her. I can't tell you how much I lived for her. Oh my God. I had never seen her before until the show. And when she walked in that room with that ponytail, baby, I said, this fish is fixing to turn this show. So I'm excited to see what Mariah has. Some of the other girls that's on there are on there. You can't say anything bad about them. I mean, they made the cut. They're on the show. The rest of us are sitting in our living rooms watching them. So kudos to all the girls that's on there. Yeah. I'm sure you all have your opinions about all of the girls that's on there. So send me your comments. Send me your emails. Tell me who you like, who you're supporting, who you want to win. And you can even send me some naughty stuff if you want to, who you don't like, who you don't want to win. We'll start a poll here and we'll see if we can't figure out who's going to win it all. Last night, for their very first photo shoot, they were set up on a trampoline and they were made to like jump where it was like it was snowing. I don't know how some of them did it. I know I would have been one hot tranny mess if I was up on there trying to jump and take a good picture. Some of them pulled it off really well. Some of them not so much. Hopefully they will do another photo shoot. Some of them will get to redeem themselves. And some of them were fabulous, amazing. Later, after their photo shoot, they were taking shopping at a thrift store. How many of you drag queens out there have never been to a thrift store, Jersey Shore? I've been watching that today and I've got it stuck in my head. So, anyway, who has not been at a thrift store shopping to turn someone's thrift store item into a fabulous drag item? Well, on the show, I think they were getting like $50 to purchase items that they could remake into a holiday couture type costume outfit for the runway show, or for the runway. Again, some of them turned it, some of them didn't. After they did their shopping, they brought them back to the workroom and they got to choose Christmas decorations to accessorize their garments that they were making. Some of my standouts were, of course, Mariah's Lived for Hers. OMG. Jesus, take the wheel. It was my favorite, of course. Let me see who else I liked. I liked Raja's coming down the runway. Yeah, I liked Raja's coming down the runway. Let's see, who else did I stand out? Carmen's really stood out, not really in a good way for me. But I know, woo, I shouldn't have probably said that because I'm going to get 14,000 emails saying, blah, 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 blah. That's okay. We all like our own separate types of drag, and that's what makes the world go round. I'm just a firm believer in some body, if you're going to do drag. And I don't mean naked boy body. I'm all about the padding. You got to have hips, you've got to have ass, and you've got to have boobs. She wasn't the only one, if any of you noticed, in the episode that didn't quite look like a woman. There was another dude. And that, I'll leave it at that, of course, because, again, she's on there. We're watching her in her living room. Not much we can really say. Shangela had a prop with her. She had a huge snowman, which I really didn't understand. Again, she's on there, I'm not. And she's on there twice. She was the surprise. I forgot to say that. In the beginning, they brought out a big, huge gift box, and she was the surprise. She got kicked off last year, and they brought her back this year, so she was the big surprise for this season. I hope she does well. I got to see her in Louisville when she got first alternate to Vanessa de Mornay for the National Entertainer of the Year past summer. Baby, she turned Entertainer of the Year out. And again, that's all I'm going to say about that. She should have won. She really turned it. I wasn't really much of a fan of hers last on the show on Monday night because I really wasn't feeling her picture or her costume. But she made it through, so hopefully she'll pull together and really turn it out this season. Delta Work is on there. I love her. She is so hilarious. If you've not seen her before, go on YouTube. Well, since you're here on YouTube, wait till this video is over. Then click up into the search thing up here and put Delta Work and watch some of her videos. She is hilarious. You will love her. Alexis Mateo is on there from Florida. I got to meet her this summer? Yeah. This fall, a couple months ago. I was in Orlando for the Sunshine State All-American Goddess pageant and All-American Goddess at Large pageant prelim at the Parliament House. And she was a contestant there, and she went on to win that night. So I got to meet her, and I was a judge, and I got to interview her and really got to know a lot about her. She seems really sweet. Didn't quite come across that way on the show Monday night. But in Florida, I can't say enough about her. She was a sweetheart. I'll get to see her again in June. She'll be in Dayton, Ohio at Club Mask, competing for the All-American Goddess National Pageant. So make sure y'all come out and see her there. She'll be all over the country as well, as all of these girls will. They'll probably be starting their huge, they take a big, huge tour and go all over the country. So make sure you, if any of these girls are anywhere close to you, make sure you go out and support them. See their show, see them in person, meet them, talk to them. They're really just like us. They're just a person. They're just on a show. At the end of the night, Venus Delight had lip sync for her life against Shangela, and Shangela beat her at the end. So Venus was the first girl to go home this season. Again, I love all of them. Think it's great that they're all on there. If there's a season 4, I think all of you should try out for it. It would be an experience of a lifetime to be chosen to be on the show. I have nothing against any of the contestants. I'm just stating what I personally feel. So, if I say something that you don't like, I am sorry. But there's a little X up in this top of this window, and you can click it at any point if you don't like what I'm saying. But if you love what I'm saying, and I know that all of you out there do, there's also a little button up here that says subscribe. So take this time, go ahead and click on that. Subscribe to my videos here, and you'll get to see what I think each and every week after RuPaul's Drag Race airs on Monday nights on Logo. And this is season 3.